Hi everybody, welcome to the new video series JavaScript Boolean, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can test a situation to be true or false. So let's get started. In the previous videos you covered how to sort, okay, and we learned all of these in the previous videos. We learned how to alphabetically sort, how to numerically sort. Now we're going to work on Boolean. All right, let's get started. Doc type. Alright, doc type HTML. Open up the HTML tag. Open up the body tag. Paragraph tag. Display the value of Boolean. Okay. The value of Boolean is 10 is greater than 9. Now we all know that 10 is greater than 9, but we want JavaScript to find out for us. Okay. Open up a button tag, button on click is equal to, it's going to call my function. Can you see a pattern going on here? This pattern is all about, creating buttons, calling functions, executing functions within the script, and also creating ID. So these are the basic features that we've been doing over and over again, and I expect you to master them by now, because we are increasingly talking about more complex code. So you need to understand what syntax yields what functionality. Okay, function, my function. Open up the curly bracket, hit enter and tab. Document dot get element by ID. All right, demo dot inner HTML is equal to Boolean 10 is greater than 9. Okay, again you're going to display that, and Boolean has an argument 10 is greater than 9, and it's going to work on it. Okay, so it's a method. Boolean is a method. It's also called a function, operator, whatever you want to call it. Script, close the script tag, close the body tag, and finally close the HTML tag. And let's save this file as save as JavaScript Boolean 1. I've already saved it as that. Let me save it as HTML. .html. This is the first program in the Boolean method series. Okay, I like to keep my things organized. Display the value of Boolean 10 is greater than 9. Try it. True. Alright, let's move on to more complex problems. Where's my notepad? Alright, let me delete this program. Okay, if you remember the chapter on JavaScript conditions, we talked about is equal to, we talked about is greater than, and we talked about is less than. So these are the conditions that we test during the Boolean operation. Okay, let's work on these values here, and all you're going to deal with is you're going to provide some arguments to the Boolean, this guy. You're going to provide arguments here, right here. You're going to provide some x, y, z arguments, and then you're going to see what answers are yielded when the program is run. Okay, that's what we're going to do in this program. Pretty interesting. Doc type HTML. Open up the HTML tag. Open up the body tag. Paragraph ID is equal to demo. Alright, and close this. Alright, close the paragraph tag. Okay, open up the script tag. Var b1 is equal to Boolean, and pass the expression 100 to it. Let's see what it does. Okay, we're just going to give it a series of arguments to work with. Var b2 is equal to Boolean 3.14. Alright, that's the value of pi. Var v3 is equal to Boolean, and pass it the value of simple minus 15. Okay, hit enter. var b4 is equal to boolean hello, okay, semicolon, enter. Var b5 is equal to boolean, okay, false. Var b6 is equal to boolean 1 plus 7 plus 3.14. all right, document dot get element by id demo dot inner html is equal to 100 is plus b1 plus, this is how you're going to present it. And as we run the program, I'm going to show you exactly what code is producing what result. Plus 3.14 is plus b2 plus add a line break plus hit enter. all right, hit enter and inverted commas minus 15 is inverted commas plus b3, okay, plus add a line break plus hit enter any, okay, not empty, string is plus b4 plus br break plus add a hit enter any expression except 0 is plus b6 and close the script tag, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. all right, let's save this file as file save as boolean 2 and also save it as HTML file .html. let's find the file. Okay, 100 is b1, that's true, okay. 3.14 is b2, that's true, that's what it's trying to say. Minus 15 is b3, that's true, whatever the value is given here, okay. Value of b3 is minus 15, that's true. Any empty or any not empty string is true. Even the string is false is true. Any expression except 0 is true. all right, anything that is not empty is true. So b5 is false and b6 is true because it's not 0. all right, moving on to another similar example. all right friends, let's get started on this second example here. doc type HTML, all right, open up the HTML tag, open up the body tag, open up the paragraph tag and say display the boolean value of 0. As I explained in the previous example, the boolean value of 0 is, check this out, any expression, let me move this close here, any expression except 0 is true. So the boolean value of 0 is true. oh sorry, false. And that's exactly what we're going to demonstrate in this example. Button on click is equal to my function. Okay, try it. Button, okay, paragraph ID is equal to demo, and the paragraph tag. Open up script and say function, my function, okay, var x is equal to 0, document dot get element by id, demo dot inner html is equal to boolean. The value is provided as x, okay, and what is x? 0. Close the curly bracket, close the script tag, and close the body tag. Finally close the HTML tag. Alright, let's save this file as file, save as Boolean 3, JavaScript Boolean 3, third example, and I also need to save it as html.html. Save. Let's run this file, and the purpose of this program was to display the Boolean value of 0, false. Alright, okay, apart from the Boolean value of 0 being false, the Boolean value of minus 0 is also false. Okay, let's save this file again and update it. Display the Boolean value of minus 0, false. Alright, just like you had the Boolean value of minus 0 to be false, the Boolean value of an empty string is also false. Okay, the Boolean value of, display the Boolean value of an empty string. File, save, display the Boolean value of an empty string. Alright, why do you think I got a true here? The main reason why I got a true here was because I added a space between these two inverted commas. Okay, that is the factor that led to, because the space is a character. Okay, if you look into the binary value of space, it is a bunch of zeros and ones, and the space value has even the ASCII in the American Standard Code of Information Interchange. The binary, when it is converted to text, the space has a value. So space is considered to be a character. Okay, and that's the mistake that I made here, and I think it was important to point it out to you. Why the Boolean value of a string that looks empty with a space is true, because it's not empty. Now it's empty because there is no space in between them. It doesn't matter what I do here, but I'm just going to delete the space, refresh it, and there you go. The Boolean value of an empty string is false. Just like the Boolean value of an empty string is false, the Boolean value of undefined is also false. If you do not declare any value for x, it's going to be false. So if you undefine it, let me save it. Okay, let me show you what happens when you save it and refresh it. Oh, let me change this value here. The value of undefined variable. Okay, let's save it. It's supposed to be false. Alright, what else is false? Let me tell you. Alright, here's something funny, but it's worth mentioning. If the Boolean value of false is false, okay, and that's easy to guess, but if var x is equal to false, because false is a keyword in JavaScript. Okay, I'm just going to save it, yes, and refresh. Display the Boolean value false. What else? okay, Boolean value of not a number, nan. N is not a number, and what do you do when you have a nan? Nan, not a number. Not a number. Okay, what do you do? For example, you could divide 10 by an alphabet. That would give you an and, right? Not a number. Let's find that, save and refresh. Try it. Alright, it's not giving anything right now. I must have made a mistake. Let me check. Alright, then if you, okay, the mistake here was the H. H is to be, if H is to be considered as a text, it has to be in inverted commas. Alright, so save. The display the value of nan, false. Okay, with this I'm out of all examples for you in the JavaScript Boolean, and this is the one and only video on JavaScript Boolean. And up next I'm going to do JavaScript comparison. But before I close this video, I have a few points to share with you. So Boolean primitive values like true and false cannot have properties or methods because they are not objects. Okay, and but with JavaScript, methods and properties are also available to primitive values because JavaScript treats primitive values as objects when executing methods and properties. So any primitive value, for example integer, text, or any kind of primitive value that you have, any kind of data type that you have, it will be treated as an object in JavaScript, which means that it will have its own method and you can change the behavior of that object, how it behaves on your HTML document. Alright, those are my parting words on the JavaScript Boolean. And up next I'm going to talk about JavaScript comparison. Okay, JavaScript comparison is all about using operators like is equal to, is greater than, and is less than. Okay, and you want to do a comparison when you are trying to populate a database and you're trying to get in touch where your browser, where the interface or the display on your browser is going to get in touch with the server, where there is dynamic data involved. What's dynamic data? Dynamic data is data that changes. For example, if you want to check the flight number or the flight status of a flight, you just enter the flight number and you check the flight status in every 2 hours. For example, you see the flight is, where the flight is and how long would it take to land, or you check the Dow Jones stock numbers that you want to check. All of these values keep changing, they're dynamic. So anything dynamic needs to be compared and updated. Okay, there has to be a timely updating going on, and for that your JavaScript will go through comparison numbers. So it's a very important method in JavaScript, and we're going to cover that in the next video. See you there.